On farmland, some farmland goes right up to streams, and buffers, streamside buffers, are an effort to plant grass or forest within proximity to the streams, and that those streamside buffers will filter out nutrients such as fertilizer runoff and for nitrogen, phosphorus, and sediment.
Basically, what these are is vegetation, grasses or trees that you plant along a stream or along another surface water body. And the idea is that the plants capture nitrogen and phosphorus as it might be running off into the water. And they also trap sediment. And so they help protect water quality in the streams and ultimately in the Chesapeake Bay.
Well, buffers are one of the main conservation practices that the federal government and states spend on in the Chesapeake Bay, and we're trying to find ways to be more cost effective with government dollars. The concept is to look at program features in environmental programs such as riparian buffer incentive programs that would encourage farmers to enroll and also try to achieve higher environmental benefits for each dollar spent. There are several programs. The largest is the run by the USDA. It's the Conservation Reserve Enhancement Program. It's a state and federal partnership where the USDA partners with states, Maryland being the first state to be in this program.
And what this does is it pays farmers to do things like plant riparian buffers. So the federal government covers a share of the installation cost. They make an annual payment that's based on soil quality, and they provide a signing bonus. And then the state of Maryland increases that signing bonus and increases the share of the installation cost paid. The 30,000-foot view is that participation in CREP took off really rapidly in the early years and then leveled off. And the state of Maryland has really not been getting the level of new enrollments it wants. And so the question is, well, is there something we could do to the way that these contracts are structured? Right? Because these are contracts that last 10 or 15 years. So is there something we could do with the way the contracts are structured that would increase participation and improve the effectiveness of the program? The clearest result was that they like grass better than forest, and they really, really like to get their money up front. That was sort of the big finding from looking at the survey.
One thing that's really interesting is that there's these big government programs like CREP and run by the USDA and others, and there are emerging markets for carbon. What we found is that the emerging markets for carbon don't pay that much compared to the state and federal programs. Carbon offset programs may have a role in agriculture, but for this particular practice of riparian buffers, it's unlikely to, because CREP is so generous in these environmentally sensitive areas, and Maryland has only increased their effort to encourage buffer adoption through CREP, that carbon is small in comparison.
Installing riparian buffers is a very large part of Maryland's strategy for reducing nitrogen, phosphorus, and sediment emissions into the bay from agriculture. You know, the federal government, the state of Maryland, the governments of all the bay states, and a lot of civic groups and just a lot of ordinary people are interested in getting the bay cleaned up and trying to figure out ways that that can get done. And I think our study is going to help the people who devise policy figure out ways that those policies can be more effective in moving toward that goal.